All right, guys. So today we are testing this new computer that we got, and this is the Shield, and this is one of their, I think it's one of their high-end gaming machines, and they were nice enough to send it to me for a couple months to try. So we've done an unboxing video, but today what we're going to be doing is actually putting this machine to the test, and we're going to be trying out a couple games. Now, one of the things to realize is that as a gaming person, and I don't game a ton, I usually use these kind of machines for productivity, but a gaming machine can be very powerful in that regards. So for me, I mostly game on a console, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5. So I'm actually looking at how this compares in quality and if it can kind of be equal or outdo what I would see on a console. So these games that we're trying today, most of them are highly graphical for sure. I will be playing them with a game controller, and what I'm doing is I'm shooting for 4K 60 hertz. So if it can get that, then I'll be super happy. Plus, that's what I'm playing on in regards to a monitor. This monitor can only do 60 hertz and 4K. This is one of the LG 4K monitors. So first off, let's try Halo. So I got Halo set up here. So we're gonna just set this to play. And what we'll do too is make sure that you guys can see the specs that it's actually going to be played in. Now on the other side of this, there is screen capturing going on. I'm hoping, and that's going to be chewing up a little bit of the system's resources as well. So without that, you should be able to get a little bit more frames per second, but it shouldn't hinder it too much. Okay, so first we're just going to go into the settings here. And again, this is Halo Infinite. We should be able to see if there's anything here. So let's see if we can customize it at all. Anything in here. This looks like it's mostly just customization for how the game actually functions. So we're going to go back to play. We're going to go to campaign, and we'll just hold on one more second. Now I do notice that loading times just on PCs in general, a little bit slower than, let's say, an Xbox or PlayStation. I think it's because the games aren't dedicatedly optimized for that machine. So on an Xbox or PlayStation, do expect load times to be faster, but still pretty good. Let's see if we can find some settings here. All right, so we do have video here. So as you can see, running the RTX 4070 on my 4G, we are at full 4K. We do have a maximum frame rate. I don't know if we can set that any higher. And I believe that may be something that you can change depending on the monitor that you were using. So please in the comments, if you can get faster, let me know, because it could be that it's optimized for what this display can actually output at. But other than that, we are rocking ultra at one high, but that's as high as that one can go. Other than that, we are pretty much ultra for everything, except for, oh, even that, it can only go to high. So we're doing okay. Let's try this game out. And you will see at the top, maybe you can see it at the very top right hand corner, kind of underneath the frames per second, which it's not showing right now. We are, unlike again a console, it has to compile things like shaders, so this can take a little bit of time. So just kind of be aware of that. All right, let's hit continue and see how this plays. So for some reason, this game does not want to show frames per second, but that is definitely, nice and fast. With the game only pushing 53% of the GPU and like 14% of the CPU, definitely not an issue by any means. I don't know if I can make that. Nope, I can't make that. I got a saving checkpoint, which must mean I'm close to something. Anyways, the game runs great. The game runs super smooth. You would have no problems playing this at all. Ooh, that's chunky. I would say it looks at least just as good on here as it does on, let's say, the Xbox Series X. Oops. So oh. All right. Anyways, without this game being too long, that plays excellent. No concerns with Halo, for sure. All right. So the next game that we're trying is Diablo 4. Again, this should be a game that we have no problems getting a good frame rate, I would think. And my FPS counter seems to have come back, so that's good. Now, I believe, again, this is a game that you and I are locked at 60. Again, if you know that it's because of the actual monitor that I'm using, then we should please leave a comment down below, because it's always good for us to know. I have nothing but 111 frames, so we're doing okay. Holy God, what happened there? You know, okay, that's better. Oh, I just did drop me right into it. Right into the madness. Let's not go that way. 130 frames per second we're getting right now. I don't want to get up, interact. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. Let's go down here where hell didn't break loose. So 90, right? 122 frames per second. Alright, I'm not dying completely as fast anymore, which is excellent. It does say it wants me to go into that mess there. Oh, something's happening here. Uh-oh. Take out the archers. Take out the archers. But 128 frames. We're rocking it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna be dead soon, just so you guys know. Oh, I did all right. Oh, I didn't do all right. Didn't do all right. Didn't do all right. Oh, maybe I'm doing okay. Okay, but still 124 frames. Nothing wrong with that. All right, I'm a rock star. Thank goodness. We'll take some of that. All right, there you go. 131 frames when it slows down, but really, barely ever did I break under 100 frames. So, yeah, Diablo 4. And again, just so you guys can see what we were playing at under options here, graphics. Scroll down a little bit, you see ultra, high, like everything's peaked right out in 4K. So this game, if you're looking at playing it, you should be able to rock out crazy frame rates. At least if you're coming again from a console. So that's awesome, right? All right, let's exit this and try another game, shall we? Now this game is a game I like to play. I'm just starting part 2, but it's not a fast game by any means, so high frame rate is probably not super important, but graphically it's very impressive. So this is Hellblade 2, so we're going to give this a try, see how it performs. So this is a crazy visual game, and if you haven't played it, I definitely recommend it, but it's not a fast moving game by any means, but it is crazy pretty. Right now, again, we're at full 4K, and we're rocking 60 frames per second. This definitely looks just as good, maybe even better than the Xbox does. And like the atmospheric effects, so good on this game. And they, again, we see our GPU just racked out at 98%, but CPU only 22. Like, look at that. It just looks fantastic. And I think this is a game, too, that because they are really going off of like a cinematic experience, that you don't necessarily need it to be a high refresh rate because everything's moving fairly slow on screen. But, it gives you that really nice, I don't know, movie-like feel. I think there's a guy up there, which will probably end up killing me. But look at even the reflections in the water. Super nice. The wind effects. Everything looks so cool on this game. But very story driven. or I could play this game for hours, but you get the idea. Easily hitting 60 frames just consistently through this. And if you're in for a story kind of based game with a lot of, like, I don't know, mood, feel, definitely cool. Not a heavy action game, at least not until you get kind of into it a little further. All right, let's try something else, shall we? Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon. Let's give that a try. Horizon 5. Now, this is a game that usually requires a fair bit of oomph. All right, so first let's go into our settings here just so you guys can see it. Again, graphic-wise, we're at high, extreme, ultra, extreme, ultra, extreme, ultra, ultra, ultra. And if you go to video, of course, you can see that we are playing at 4K 60 frames. And I don't believe you and I can go up higher than that. Unlocked. There we go. Unlocked. So we'll see what we can get before it tries to lock it at 60. So we're going to try to lock this or unlock it so we can get as fast a frame rate as we can get. Man, right now, 435. All right. Continue. And let's see what it's like when we actually play some games. We haven't started moving yet, but we are pushing right here at 102 frames, so that's good. We're going to set this to find a race for us.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn right.
Even with a crash, 90 went down to 96.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 100 yards, turn right.
Oh yeah, you're constantly hitting over 100. 116, 118. More cars on the screen, 97. Yeah, come on now, that plays great.
Yards, turn left. Turn left.
Okay, we're out in the brush. Still over 100. 98. Yeah, I don't see it dropping much more than like 98.
This is Scotty. Sorry, it's just I'm hosting a Horizon mixtape at Base Arena at the same time, and they put the boots on like.
Oh yeah, this game plays fantastic on here. This is a great way to play this game for sure.
Turn right.
All right, don't panic, but I think I'm onto something big with this latest car rumor. Start having a sniff around the festival. Keep quiet about it, yeah?
Oh yeah, I feel that. Ready? Okay, before we go, we'll just do some donuts here in the mud, see if we can drop the frames. No, see the background doesn't play much, even with the reflections, right? I'm 120, 121, right? And it plays beautifully. Super smooth. 125 frames. Playing out here in the mud. Oh yeah. That's awesome. That's super good. Alright. Let's try something else, shall we? Oh yes, because that's a win. Okay, let's do Star Wars Jedi Survivor. This I wanted to just try. I haven't played it yet. Except for loading it just to see how it was, because it was rated as one of the most graphical intensive games that you could play kind of this year. So we'll see what we can get. I'm expecting no issues with 60 frames again. Okay, so just so we can see in options, again, we're going to go to visuals. So again, full 4K, everything is set to epic. So epic, right? Yep. And let's start this up. All right. So this is just kind of the where you learn, but 68 frames right now. 71. Oh yeah.
Someone else get up there!
That all you got, Senator? Come on out. We'll talk.
We don't even have to try here. I'm gonna get you. Beat you. I can.
Oh yes, sir.
Come on, hit him. I'll get you. I am the best. Dodging again?
Dodging again? Yes, sir. Dodging again. Come on, that's pretty solid at 70 for sure. So bit of loading there. That's okay. That's all right. But yeah, 70, 73 during this scene.
Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us. He's coming a little high. Oh, really high! Hold on! It's okay.
Okay, so you're not getting crazy high, but you are still getting over 60, sometimes in the 70s.
Get him.
This game, again, runs fantastically. Anyways, it runs great, right? That's all we need to know. It runs great. And again, we're pushing high 60s, 70s, sometimes even into the 80s for frames per second. So nothing wrong with that. Let's try the next and final game. So lastly, we're going to try Call of Duty. And this is Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, this one does have a lot of pre-shader loading and things like that. It's also a game that seems to be updating like all the time. So you have to start and restart and start and restart. That's not the PC's fault by any means. It does have to do it on occasion on the Xbox as well. So just kind of be aware. And you may see at the very top right-hand corner where it says pre-shaders loading. This can take in a little bit of time. So this is a nice time to go get a coffee. You know, if you're interested. You don't, I'm going to get one, but you don't have to watch me do that. All right, so let's just kind of play from the beginning so you guys can get an idea what the game actually is like.
Let's see what you're made of, Case. Get to the bell tower. I don't care how. Quiet.
So we're sitting in a round, you know. For some reason my controller didn't want to work for that one, so I'm going back to the keyboard. Ready? I'm just kind of give them one of these little pops here, just a little. Oop. Oh. I don't know why. Oh, right in the crotch. Yeah. Hopefully no one heard that. It's true.
Swim. Avoid some guards.
We'll just kind of go through here. But look at that, 116 frames. Easily pushing like over 100 frames. Well, see, I say that and it drops to 90. So.
Once we listen to Yannick's call and confirm a Pantheon lead for Adler, I'm declaring open season on the guild. They have it coming. I should know. I used to work for them. I never cared for Yannick's party when I...
This is where all hell breaks loose and I die. But that's okay, because we just need to see how the game plays, right? And I'm just... I'm just gonna go over here before I completely die. Get some health back, because I suck at this game. Somebody else is shooting me. This guy.
Vérifiez munitions.
What does he have? Does he have a fancy gun? He does have a fancy gun. We'll get the fancy gun. Oh. Feel that. I took out like a bunch of them with one shot. Oh, sorry, buddy. What does this guy have? Kind of want his gun. Right? Yes, I do. Anyways, look at this. It's 100 frames per second. Pretty much consistent.
Access to the bell tower is on the second floor behind the locked door.
I don't know why those took so many times, but...
We need reinforcements!
He's not very nice at all. Oh, sorry, my friend. Anyways, plays fantastic. You guys don't need to see me. 121 frames I got up to. So, Call of Duty. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. And if you're playing any of the older ones, of course, it'll play just as good, if not better. So, that's awesome. Anyways, that was just a quick look at a few games just to try it out. These are games that are a little more on the high graphical side, I would think, where frames per second, can look really good, at least if you're getting over 60. And plus, I wanted to compare it with a Xbox Series X with some of the games just to see. And I have to say, it looks just as good, if not better. Plus, you are able, of course, to get some of those higher frame rates on these games in 4K. So, pretty amazing. And if you guys have the same kind of setup with a faster refresh rate monitor, especially a 4K monitor, let me know if you can get in some of these games over 60, because it may be that I'm just locked at 60 because of that. But 60 frames for me is plenty, and this machine's smoking. Again, if you have any other games that you think I should try that you guys would like to see possibly on here with frames and maybe even the resolution, let me know in the comments, and we'll do a test. Alright guys, I have this machine till the end of this year, 2024, so end of December. After that I have to send it back. That's so sad. Alright guys, the shield. Links down below if you're interested, and we'll see you guys later.